I don't wanna work, I just wanna bang on my drums all day. Come on! I don't wanna work, I just wanna bang on my drums all day. Did you know that speaker Simon Sinek once stated that working for something that we don't enjoy is called stress, and working hard for something that we love is called passion? That's really what I want to talk about today, because I feel as though this statistic is kind of out there that's generally accepted. It's an estimated that 80 to 85% of people don't enjoy what they do, that they're dissatisfied in their work or their jobs. And I think that's a huge issue that I really want to kind of go over today, is that kind of, why are people dissatisfied in their jobs, and why are there so many people that are quitting their jobs? And I think that it's really tied to a few different things. But I think, honestly, for I think a lot of us, work can really suck, especially if you don't feel like you're being fulfilled by what you're doing, or if you don't have a community that you can really trust at work and people that you get along with or can do things with outside of work, as well as just the fact of, if you're not using your gifts and abilities, talents that you maybe have had since you were born, or that you kind of acquired over time, or things that you learned in school, right? Like, there's so many different factors that go into you really appreciating your work or loving your work or being passionate about what you do. And I think that's something that I really want to express on, with my own personal experience, right? Like, I've had a few different jobs now. Currently, I'm 23 years old, and I'm by no means an expert. There's a lot of people who I know that want to talk about these different ideas and concepts, and they really want to express their own expertise and their experience. But the truth of the matter is that I don't have all of that experience, but what I do have is a lot of different information that I've read, learned about, been to different conferences, read a lot of different self-development books, listened to a lot of different speakers personally, and just seen a lot of things within different environments, whether that's a very small business or a corporate environment. Asked many, many different people. We're talking, tens to hundreds even, about their own life experiences and kind of what they appreciate about their work or things that they have interest in. And it's really incredible to me to see the differences between when you're actually doing something that you're fashioned to do or that you really appreciate doing, versus the people who come into work every day and say, oh God, it's Monday again, or, thank you, Lord, it's Friday, right? And I really want to speak to those people who are feeling that way, because if you love your job and if you really do authentically appreciate what you do, and you feel like there's a sense of purpose behind it, whether that's something that could be really basic or more complex, if you're working in a office job, but you really like that aspect, right? And you really do like your schedule, and even if it makes you, even other people are miserable around you, you really actually like the type of work that you do. You actually get a sense of meaning from it. Like, that's awesome, right? I think the biggest goal that everybody should have is to just enjoy what they're doing with their lives, and to honestly, like, even if your priority is simple as far as just having a really good life that you enjoy living, that to me is honestly the biggest priority that you should have, no matter what, no matter how complex, simple, whatever it is. And so, but if you're in the majority of people who are in that statistic where they feel like they are dissatisfied with their jobs, they don't like what they do, here's my 2 cents of just what I've really seen from people, observed, talked about, learned from different speakers, kind of read over the years, is don't limit yourself, and don't let anything come between you and what you maybe have envisioned for your life. I think there's a lot of people who just settle with what they have because it's comfortable, right? The comfort zone, I know, is very comfortable, and that's what, a lot of different writers have even talked about as well, where it's just, it's like you get into this thought process of, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of benefits here. I got this sweet retirement. I got this nice, vacation time that I have with my kids, like whatever it is. And there's a lot of things that are going to be very attractive to you as a employee, right? Or perks that you get when you're there. Maybe it's a discount, maybe it's other things, right? But it's like, unless you're appreciating what you're doing every day and you're finding some sense of like, I actually like that I'm doing this right now, or that, it's like that you lose track of time when you're doing it and you love it, you're gonna be miserable. And some people, maybe do enjoy the fact of, being miserable, or they like to complain. But, it's like, to me, the saddest thing is the people that I see consistently every day that are in different types of jobs, that they are not loving life, right? And I think that's a big thing is like that, there's a lot of times where I'm not even loving my own life, if we're being, 100% honest here. And I think it's a good way to kind of, think about that, if you're over here and you're kind of wanting to be over here where, you're having fun, kind of like I was at the beginning here, where I was, basically banging on the drums, theoretically speaking. And, it's you're in the fun land, right? But right now you feel like you're in a place where you're not, having any fun really at work, or you just kind of really dread going there every day. It's like, how do we get you from over here to over here? And I think there's a lot of resources out there that are, designed to do that. And there's a lot of books that you can read, a lot of different things. One of my favorite books actually that I've read on this was, I know there's a few different ones, but I was going to say anything from Simon Sinek as far as like finding your why, or even, just some of Tony Robbins' books, or even different things. There's actually a book that has like a whole roadmap as far as reaching your life's potential. So like there's options of different ways, and everybody's got their own learning style and things that they think about, and vision that they have for their lives. But it's like, how do we all get to that place? Because honestly, like I said, that's my dream, is getting to see people doing what they're passionate to do and really appreciating what they like to do, and just again, like waking up and feeling like, wow, I get to go to work, or I get to see my family. It's a get to thing versus a have to thing. It's a opportunity versus an obligation, right? So it's just it's all about taking that perspective and changing things a little bit, but it's also about trying to get to your priorities straight and thinking about, what do I want out of my life, right? What's worth my time that I'm going to be doing at work? And like I said, if you don't like your job, and this is being genuine right now, please either find a way to do something different where you maybe can appreciate some aspect of it, or maybe it's starting something on the side to make it more temporary, whatever it is. If you don't like it and you're financially able to do whatever and stuff, just quit. That's 100% being honest. It's just like, there's so many options in this world. There's so many people who are doing their own things, with even like YouTube. And I'm by no means a video expert. I'm by no means a job expert. Like I said, I have not nearly the worldly knowledge that a lot of people do. But what I will say is just from my own lifetime observation thus far, is that people are healthier, they live a better life if they love what they're doing, and if they can make a change that's going to ultimately, even if, let's just say that you have to lose some money. And I think, Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this a lot too, as well, with his books and his speaking, is you can make a change in your lifestyle, and sometimes you have to maybe go down, and it's like, oh man, I have to, maybe have a little bit cheaper car, or I have to, maybe eat a little bit differently, or, live in a little bit different house. But it's like, honestly, if it's leading to your overall bettering of happiness and feeling like you're appreciating life more and your experience of life more, then why not take it on? And so I hope that you guys got something out of this video, and I hope that I get to do more things like this, because honestly, for me, it's fun to talk about this kind of thing and to get people more excited about what's possible with their lives, because I believe that, like I said, as human beings, we have so many possibilities and so many things that we don't even know that we're capable of until we start taking them on. So with that, thanks again for watching, and hope to see you guys next time.